La reconnexion, se guérir et guérir les autres, un ouvrage d'Eric Pearl. En mai 2017, lors d'un de ses passages en France, j'ai rencontré Eric Pearl et Gillian Fleer, sa directrice générale. Eric Pearl est un habitué des plateaux TV, également des interviews dans le monde entier, ce pourquoi je tenais à le remercier. Le remercier d'avoir accepté de me rencontrer et d'être filmé dans les conditions qui étaient les nôtres ce jour-là. Son, lumière, endroit de passage et bruyant, c'était pas les meilleures conditions, mais c'est aussi ce qui rend cette entrevue imprévue au cœur de Paris authentique. Et c'est ce que je vous propose de découvrir tout de suite. Eric Pearl, bonjour. Alors avant de revenir sur votre parcours professionnel, pouvez-vous nous donner la définition de la reconnexion?
The reconnection is an overall process that allows us to access life progress and evolution. It thrusts us forward onto our life course, greater levels of health, balance, youthfulness, abundance in love, abundance in life, abundance in prosperity. It's a way for us to reconnect with our capacity to be more alive and more on our life course.
Eric Pearl, vous êtes chiropracteur de formation. Alors à quel moment vous êtes aperçu de votre don de guérisseur, pardon?
You know, what has come to be known as reconnective healing today had a rather interesting beginning. I was awakened one night when a lamp next to my bed turned itself on. My bedroom door, which was closed when I went to sleep, was suddenly open. I felt as if somebody was in my house. I looked through the house, I couldn't find anyone, I went back to sleep. But on that Monday morning, I went into my office, and my patients started sensing, feeling as if other people were in the room with us, just the way I had felt that night before. When I held my hands near my patients, their bodies would involuntarily move, their fingers would move, their arms and legs, their facial muscles, their feet. They started seeing colors they'd never seen, smelling flowers they'd never smelled, and they started reporting healings, real healings. Some of them were getting up out of wheelchairs, others reported regaining their vision or their hearing. Children who had cerebral palsy or epilepsy were suddenly able to walk and run and play and speak normally, not have seizures any longer, not need their medications. Of course, this didn't happen for everyone. Just as with medicine, nothing is 100% effective for 100% of the people 100% of the time. But just like with medicine, this was significantly effective for a significant number of people, a significant amount of the time. The worst this would do was nothing, and the most it would do was everything. And I began to see, to realize, to recognize that something outside of my anticipated belief system was occurring in front of my very eyes, and it was telling me to pay attention, to observe it, to witness it, to see what I could understand, because what I didn't realize at the time was that it wouldn't be too long, just a matter of a few years, before I actually realized it was something that I could teach to others.
Alors, pourquoi venir vous voir avec Pearl? Pour quelle pathologie? Comment se passe une séance? Et quels sont les résultats à attendre?
Reconnective healing is about a transformation, a return to balance, a return to wholeness. It does not focus interestingly enough, does not focus on specific results. It's not about treatment. It's not about therapy. It's not about cure. It's a return to balance and wholeness that oftentimes demonstrates itself by our symptoms disappearing. Oftentimes, people return to a state of health because once we're in a better state of balance and wholeness, our bodies know how to handle situations appropriately. You know, reconnective healing is a gift that we can learn how to access for ourselves, for self-healing, self-return to balance and wholeness, and that we can learn to use to facilitate reconnective healings for others, to help others return to that state. And once we return to that state of balance and wholeness, we don't just find that we've gotten better from something that was a problem. What we find is that not only do a lot of these problems seem to disappear, but we start moving very much forward, progressing on our life course. Sometimes we turn around and we say, I wonder what's happened. My life seems so different. And then we realize it's not that it's different than it was. It's just that it's so far evolved that we don't necessarily recognize that it's the same life until we really just look at it for a moment and examine it.
Alors, aujourd'hui, vous donnez des conférences, vous proposez des formations pour transmettre votre savoir donc à travers le monde entier. Donc, notamment, hier soir, vous étiez en conférence à Paris. Alors, à quand une prochaine conférence en France? Et comment peut-on trouver les dates de vos prochaines formations? Comment cela se passe?
We don't have a training program or a seminar scheduled specifically to be held in France as of this year coming. What we've done is we've transformed the teaching process. We've broken it down into two parts. One part you can learn in the privacy of your own home. You can learn in your own comfort. You can learn anywhere where you have access to the internet. It's called the online level 1 learning experience for reconnective healing. Jillian Fleer, my partner, and I teach you in this 8-hour course how to access, find, actually feel the reconnective healing frequencies of energy, light, and information. How to play with them, how to work with them. We give you 2 hours of exercises during the 8-hour course. We give you philosophy, art, discussions as to the science confirming reconnective healing and demonstrating how we believe that it's working. We give you some question and answer periods, and the online level 1, which, as I said, you can learn in the privacy of your own home, on a train on the way to or from your office, whatever you'd like, makes you eligible to attend a live training program or a seminar, the live level 2. By the way, the online level 1, just so you know, is also subtitled in French, so you don't need to speak English to understand it. Once we complete the online level 1, once you complete that, it makes you eligible to attend the live in-person level 2 training program, which is not scheduled to be held in France this year. The version that will be translated into French with simultaneous translation via headsets will be held in Porto, Portugal, November 10, 11, and 12. In the live training, we teach you how to do self-healing, distance healing. We teach you how to work holographically. We teach you how to work with people around the world. We teach you even the basics of how to set up your own reconnective healing practice if you choose to, because the live level 2 teaches this at what we call a professional level, which does not mean that you need to become a professional, but it means you've got the skills of a professional, and it gives you the ability to become a professional reconnective healing practitioner if you so choose. Thank you very much for taking this time to help share what I believe is a consciousness of love, a consciousness of healing that every one of us can learn how to access and receive for ourselves and how to share with others. You know, when Ariane published this book, I was very, very, very excited because I believe it was just the second language. Now the Reconnection is an international bestseller in 40 languages. So there's been a big evolution in this work. What's key, what's important about this book is that it's written in 3 sections, and the 3rd section gives a basic how-to to begin to explore, study, and play with the reconnective healing frequencies. After that, the next level of learning comes from the online level 1, which really allows you to feel and work with this and bring it into your everyday life. And then the live level 2 is what allows you to access self-healing and to facilitate healings for others. This is truly an honor to me because I believe that many of us go through life without knowing what our life purpose is. I am truly honored because I believe A, I've discovered my life purpose, and B, I get to live my life purpose. And if I do what I'm here to do, when I leave this planet, reconnective healing will continue because it has such a huge embodiment of love for humanity that we share with each other, which will go on for generation after generation.
Et bien voilà, c'était notre entretien avec Eric Pearl. Caroline Lagouge-Chaussavoine, bonjour.
Bonjour Alexandre.
Alors on était ensemble, c'était il y a bientôt presque une année, où on a rencontré Eric Pearl, il y avait Massa qui nous accompagnait.
Dans un lieu public.
Dans un lieu public, donc on l'a dit tout au début de la vidéo, des conditions un petit peu particulières. Donc toi tu es devenue mentor et teacher assistante d'Eric Pearl.
Aujourd'hui, l'essentiel, c'est que je suis praticienne de la reconnexion et du reconnective healing. Et effectivement, je suis mentor, c'est-à-dire j'accompagne les praticiens en France dans leur développement. Et en fait, moi, je suis arrivée à la reconnexion et au reconnective healing parce que sur 30 ans d'expérience et de recherche sur comment me soigner et soigner mes proches, en fait, c'est ce que j'ai rencontré de plus efficace et de plus simple de tous les soins énergétiques que j'ai pu rencontrer. Voilà. Donc c'est une raison suffisante pour, en plus, ce qui est vraiment en lien avec notre évolution et l'évolution de notre conscience. Et aujourd'hui, c'est essentiel. Et moi, ce que ça m'a donné, en fait, c'est un grand sentiment de paix, de joie aussi. Et je me dis que si tout le monde a accès à ce sentiment de paix et de joie, il n'y a aucune raison sur la Terre et encore la guerre. Voilà.